DDP works for me. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to the RF Fitness Podcast, brought to you by rffitness.net, your source for online coaching built for and by busy grown-ups just like you who are on the quest for health and strength in everyday life. I am your host, Rob Finlayson, certified personal trainer, elder brother, and tonight, a very lucky husband. I mean, all nights, but tonight especially, because I'm here with my co-host,
Mo Finlayson.
What up?
Slightly younger than you, wife. Person who occasionally works out.
Younger than you, listener, specifically.
Person whose dog needs to stop licking so loud. And doer of algebra. Your source for all things math.
Whoa, Math Maven in the house. That'd be a good screen name handle, Math Maven. You should do that. So, 2 weeks in a row, Rachel's not able to make it. That's okay. We send all of our thoughts and prayers. You know how well that works.
Shit.
JK, Rachel, I hope you're doing good and better today. So, yeah, we have a very special guest with us tonight. It is my lovely wife, Mo, mentioned often on the podcast. Finally here.
The only reason I listen.
is to catch mentions of your own self. I asked the Discord if they had any questions for Mo, and boy, how did you guys deliver? I'm scrolling.
Dang.
There's many.
We talked at 11 a.m. maybe. Do you want to do the
People wanna
podcast?
People want to know. Also, Rachel had 17 questions.
What up, sis?
#obsessed.
It's mutual.
Before we get in, babe, is there anything that you want to say to the internet or to the podcast? Anything to your fellow listeners that you want to be known? I mean, clearly you've heard us mention you on the podcast. Is there any additional context or details you want to add to anything that I've said? If you have corrections, maybe save those for after the show.
Oh, dang. I should have taken notes. Corrections corner. It was early episodes. You'd be like, I don't know what day my kid's school starts. And I'd just be seething in my car. What do you mean you do not know?
Clearly we figured it out.
Yeah. No, I think I've called you out. Corrections corner is our own home.
It's every corner of this house. Yeah, lucky me.
So that's all good. I don't know, man. Math rules. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
It's coming in hot.
All right, so I asked at 12:49 p.m. this afternoon, and we got all these questions. First, several from user Fitter Rachel. How has Mo's point of view of fitness changed since Rob's journey of a coach?
I mean, ever since we've been dating,
yeah,
you have always been a personal trainer. Well, pretty much. I mean,
I was thinking about that, yeah.
When we were dating, you were wrapping up a summer at Campfire or whatever.
Yeah, wrapping up a school year at Campfire.
Yeah.
And then did a summer as a summer camp counselor.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Day Camp YMCA Heritage. Best job I ever had.
# Team Eyeballs.
# Team Eyeballs.
But yeah, then you jumped into the trainer stuff right after that. Mm-hmm. So pretty much our whole relationship has been you doing that.
Being a fitness guy.
I don't know if it has a huge effect. I guess you did convince me to... No, it has had an effect. It's just it's been so long term, I don't think I was ever my husband's a trainer, I better get in shape. That's
wow,
cool.
dude.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
I even thought to turn that up ahead. Yep. So I think it's long term had an effect because when you were working at the Y, I was able to hop in on that membership.
Sure.
And then go to some classes.
Do your Zumbas.
Yeah. And then I checked out that kickbox class at the other Y. So kept me connected to fitness in a way that I probably would not have.
Yeah.
Otherwise. But yeah, I think when COVID hit, people are like, oh, cool, your husband can train you at home. And I was like, I don't know, man. It doesn't really work like that. It's not...
People ask me that all the time.
Yeah. It's just well, we got a kid, so one of us...
Yeah.
If one of us is lucky enough to be getting a workout, the other person is not.
Watching that kid easily. Yeah.
But I did try the Train Heroic and all that, and it gave me something.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then actually you were the one who told me about 9 rounds. So yeah, I think it has had really good effects on me, but I still don't choose to be your client.
Yeah, it's
no
not
offense.
a direct. No, that's fine. I get it. We've tried it.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, and that's okay.
That's fine. I think between the two of us, we're much better as spouses than we are as coach and client.
Yeah, and it wasn't terrible. Oh, I mean, it was fun to go to your classes at the Y.
You did at the class at the Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like at home, it's just not how we're going to spend our time.
Yeah. I mean, you don't really... I mean, we work out so differently and so for such different reasons, too.
Yeah.
Like, I need... Like, capital N, need it. And, I mean, you definitely benefit a lot from it. And I think you've gotten to the point now, especially with 9 Round, like if you go a long time without working out, you feel
like this past week, I was like, oh man, it's been an entire week with like conferences and having a cold.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was like, I have to go in today. But yeah, you get that itch a lot earlier than I do.
Yeah, and even when we had first started dating, even when we like moved in together to the apartment, I don't think you were quite like that bought into it yet. We're like, I got the itch. I gotta, you know.
Yeah, it like takes a while, I think. And again, I've never been like a full gym bro or anything, but even just like the little pieces that I get into. Like I was really into Zumba for several years, so like I would try to make it every week, and it would be odd if I didn't go. And now 9 Round is that for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think for you, like what you get the most out of fitness, I've noticed, is that you like the classes. You're a big social aspect person. Like there's definitely different types of people who work out, different types of exercisers, and I think that you're someone who really thrives in like a very social setting. Like you wouldn't just work out you wouldn't just like lift weights by yourself.
No. And 9 Round's kind of like medium. It's not like someone staring in front of you leading a class like Zumba was, but like I like to shoot the shit with the owner. Mm-hmm. Shout out Amber, she rules. Golden Valley, 9 Round. Not paying for this, she just rules. Yeah, but yeah, and like I've made friends there, and it's cool to see them. But like if I can't, I still enjoy the workout.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it started at Zumba as like I am here to hang out and just kind of dance and maybe sweat a little. So I guess I've evolved.
I make fun of Zumba actually a lot.
Like it. I know you did. You taught it, dude.
I did. I'm allowed.
Yeah.
I'm allowed. All right. Rachel additionally asks, kind of rolling into these other questions, do you work with Rob? Does Rob write workouts for you? We kind of answered that. What's your favorite type of fitness?
Homie.
We just covered that. Do you think people expect you to look/act a certain way because your husband is a personal trainer?
I don't know. People don't expect you to do math.
They sure.
They better not.
Yeah, they fucking better not, dude. They'll be so disappointed.
I don't know. I mean, maybe like earlier on, and again, it would have been. We just talked about this today. It would have been 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Like when we started dating, maybe 12 since you've been training.
Mm-hmm.
I maybe would have been like, oh man, I should look the part a little more. And then I was just kind of like, I don't know. Nah. Yeah. Well, especially when I had a kid, it's just like, no, that's not what my life is about.
No, it's not.
Like, I don't have to look like super fit.
You don't have to look like anything the way you look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But like, as a trainer, you don't want to be like...
Which is hot. Is how you look. Yeah, it's all the time.
Okay, I was going to maybe have my mom listen to this.
She can.
All right, fine.
She knows.
She made a beautiful daughter.
You did. Beautiful, good job, Sherry.
We'll say. But, shit, what was I saying?
That you don't have to look a certain way when you had a kid. That's not how your life will be at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to know Rachel's other question?
Sure.
Is the reading folder red or blue?
The reading folder is red.
Yeah, we've got
red and reading. R&R. Math is blue.
Yep. Thank you.
Why is she throwing that out?
Just to fucking burn me.
Really comes home every day.
Friend of the show, Beth asks, would you rather... A lot of these questions are kind of fitness related, believe it or not.
In your fitness podcast?
I know. Would you rather be able to hold a handstand for a minute or pull-ups nonstop for a minute?
Handstands are really cool. That was one thing I was trying to make happen. But like fetch, it just would not. It was not happening.
When were you doing handstands?
When I was like training at home during COVID. You threw it into Train Heroic, and I was like, I can do this, and I just never got good at it. But I was like, man, people who do handstands are so cool.
They are very cool. I was training handstands for a long time.
Yeah.
Like when I was into auditioning for a Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, I remember.
That never went anywhere.
Yeah, no.
The handstands
just like
or
fetch.
the Ninja Warrior,
not
just
happening.
like fetch.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe.
Man, I remember putting like that skills work stuff into like my early group training stuff. Like, dude,
You don't make people do handstands
no,
anymore?
like the way I program coaching now has evolved so much in just the past like 3 years. It's wild to think about. A friend of the show, Amanda, asks, how do you balance... Okay, this is the good question we were talking about. How do you balance working out, physical fitness, and health with a full-time job and a kid? Do you find it easier or harder to prioritize given Rob's profession, and does he support you in that?
You absolutely support. So again, I don't even think it's because you're a trainer, but I think it's because like you just understand the value of physical fitness / being your own person and like having some interests and hobbies. Yeah. You've always had more hobbies than I have, like with D&D and like how into it you are, and like,
to be fair, I have more hobbies than the average person.
Yeah. Period. So yeah, I've had to grapple with that. Like, it was really hard, especially early on. Well, once Olivia turned 1, then COVID happened too. So like that threw a wrench in a lot of things. But yeah, I did go through a time where I was not making any time for myself, and I like was a nervous wreck and had to just realize I needed to do more for myself. So kind of the push to join the gym I'm at now helped, because like once you're paying for a membership, I think that was huge too. It's like once you're paying for a membership, you're like, oh yeah, like I need to use that,
because
like
we have the Y for free.
Yeah. So I think that was like, that's huge that I made it an investment, so then I need to use it. I think also you just have to schedule it and then do it even when you don't want to. Totally. And then it just becomes habit. Like Tuesdays and Thursdays are my workout after work, unless I have like last Thursday I worked 13 hours with conferences, so that was a big nope.
Tip
but like
teachers,
unless there's like a meeting, or if you had something going on or whatever, and there's like a childcare issue or I'm sick, Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's my plan to go to the gym after work, because you can generally be there for Olivia. So it takes, your support, your schedule allowing it. Yeah. Like, if you worked nights every night, I just would not work out, period. Yeah. Occasionally, like in the summer, I'd be like, shoot, I got to get that second workout. And I had like tutoring or just something popped up. I have brought Olivia with me. Like, it is allowed. And I like put her headphones on and she just watches Dino Ranch. Yeah. It's not the worst. I don't get as good of a workout because I'm peeking over my shoulder. But like deciding on a number of workouts that I find acceptable. Like 3 is always the goal. But if I haven't even hit 2, then I'm like, all right, I'm bringing Olivia if I have to. Yeah. I'm going on this other day, and then like Saturday, it's always if we don't have stuff. So yeah, I'm not this like workout all the time type of person, but I'm finding that I just like feel better about myself and feel healthier and feel like more balanced as a human being if I go at least twice.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, just you have to schedule it. You have to make an investment and then tell yourself you have to, even when you're like, but it'd be so hard, or I can get home earlier with the kid or whatever. And I think for a while I was convincing myself like, well, she needs me there. And it's like, well, no, not if you're there. Or if like last year before we had like Olivia at school with me, like your mom was willing to stay later with her on Mondays. Like so I had to ask the question, make it a priority, and schedule it. Yeah. I think I just talked in circles. Thing I do sometimes.
Welcome to
me.
Podcasting, man.
Well, no, that's just welcome to me.
Yeah, like, I don't want to say that on the air, but...
I said it.
You did.
You're not in trouble.
Okay, you can say it again in a couple of minutes. Don't spit at your DDP.
Oh, no, not my DDP. So glad you bought it.
Who is the... friend of the show, Sydney, asks, who is the better chef? You or Rob?
Oh, my God. She doesn't know me. Hi, Sydney. I don't cook. I do breakfast.
You do breakfast really good.
And I do following a recipe and baking the amount of time that it says in the type of pan it says.
Suggestions.
So, yeah, if it's about following what it says in a box, I will follow the directions. Yep. ADH Dad over here won't.
ADH Dad.
But if it's actual, like, cooking and using any kind of creativity, Rob.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I make good pancakes. That's all I got.
Pancakes. My pancakes are like, okay, I'm getting better. I really feel like that it's like a microcosm, the cooking thing. It's like our skill sets and like what we bring to the house and to the family and how we complement each other so well. Like you're very good at doing things in the order that they're supposed to be done. Mm-hmm. And I am very creative and can think outside the box and prefer to attack things from different angles.
Yeah.
And between the two of us, we are one fully functional human being.
We are.
Yeah. I mean, we have a mostly functional human being that we're working on together.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's been a big project, 5.5 years. Do you miss having the full skeleton? I didn't make anyone ask this, by the way. This was not prompted. Do you miss having a full skeleton around during the most wonderful time of the year, or did you secretly sabotage it so that only the skull would remain?
No, I bought it. First of all, I bought him.
Yeah, thank you.
I remember we were in Target,
mm-hmm.
And you just were looking at it, and you're like, And then I think even you were like, it's a lot. Okay. Yeah. And then we left it there. And then I remember you were like, I think it was when we first moved in the house.
Yeah.
And you were doing all the move-in stuff because I was teaching and you had more flexibility in your schedule.
With like when we had bought the house and when our lease was going to be up at the apartment.
Yeah.
So like every second I wasn't at work, I was shuttling things between painting walls and
we were on the same road. I will not say the name of the road on the podcast, but it was just very, just shuttle stuff over. You were cleaning up stuff at the apartment.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I've got to make a gesture, and
she made this really crude gesture at me through the window.
God. I bought Terrence.
Oh, yeah.
And I put him in like a suit that you had.
You put him in one of my sweaters, one of my old sweaters.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. You put him in a suit later. But yeah, I put him in a clothes and I put him in a chair facing the front door. Like, here I am!
Dude, it's a good thing we didn't have a dog or a child at that point because I jumped out of my fucking skin.
So did he.
Oh, nice one. Oh, yeah, dude.
So yeah, I bought Terrence, but
you brought him into our house.
I did not intend, as you did, that he would be a year-round
fixture,
skeleton,
a member of the family who deserves to live with us.
I did end up banishing him. Sure. So I did end up banishing him to the basement when it was like not September/October.
When we had the kid.
Yeah, that was it. Because I didn't want.
Do you remember what you said?
Probably something like, I don't want to be that family where their kid's like, you don't all have a Christmas skeleton?
Yes, that's what you said.
Yes.
I don't want to be the kid who has a skeleton year round and is weirded out. That everyone else is the weirdo for not having a skeleton all the time.
Okay, sure. So again, the balance of having a functional human household parenting.
I'm living proof you can be a functional human with a skeleton in the house.
All right. And then he fell apart unrelated. And then you put parts of him in a bush and it got worse.
It was, yeah.
You were like, what if I put his body, because his head fell off, into a bush? And then, of course, you left it like all winter.
No, I brought him in the fall.
Sure. I don't know. Yeah. He definitely, I didn't sabotage him. I bought him. Put that on the record.
Yeah. Let it be known, listeners.
I brought him into the home.
Podcasters. Friend of the show, Blaze asks.
That's such a cool name.
I know. She says, do you think my name is cool?
That was it? Was that the question?
No,
oh, damn.
No, we don't know the answer.
Yes. Easy question.
Easy. No, she actually asks, who is your favorite wizard?
Gandalf, I guess.
I guess.
I'm not as into like wizard lore.
You're super not.
I have to admit I don't play D&D.
I
tried.
Not anymore. You tried, man.
I would fall asleep, be woken up to roll 20s, and go back to sleep.
So upsetting. Genuinely upsetting. I would write, so I've only ever run campaigns that are homebrew. I work so hard on everything, and then we played on like Thursday or Friday nights.
Did you try so hard?
And got so far.
But in the end?
You'd fall asleep on the couch.
And it doesn't even matter.
No, because you'd wake up during encounters. You'd literally have like half a beer and like go lay down on the couch and be like, just wake me up when something interesting happens. And then we'd be in a battle, and then
I won't say it.
It's Noam Chomsky's turn. And then you come in and you roll a natural 20 right away, and then you go back to bed on the couch until your next turn.
I get tired.
You're sleepy.
I work real hard.
You do work real
and I've
hard.
always been a early sleepy person.
You're a very sleepy Mo, for sure, dude.
Like, it's almost 8 p.m. Do you see me right now being awake?
I'm very appreciative of your consciousness and attention, babe. I really appreciate it.
When you said you wanted to film the podcast, or what do you, not film, record?
Record, yes.
That's the word. The podcast. I was like, to say things past 9 p.m.?
There was several moments of hesitation before you
Yeah.
answered in the affirmative, yeah.
But I don't. And I've got this DDP. Let's do it.
I don't think it's caffeinated, dude. Or are you just like, you're hype on vibes off the the Diet Dr. Pepper.
Wait.
0 calories, 0 sugar. Oh, there is caffeine in it. You're
Yeah.
right. Just not much.
Yeah.
Mystery solved,
I
guys.
didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
That's fine. Hopefully it doesn't keep you up super late. God, I hope it doesn't ruin my sleep. I didn't realize they were caffeinated. Oops. Rachel asks, what's your favorite math theory or like math question? IDK, because IDK anything about maths.
I love just like a multi-step algebra problem.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just peel it back layer by layer. And then when you're done, you can double check it. You can be like, all right, I think X is 7.3. Let me recalculate it. You get to do extra math and then double check that you were right in the first place.
Yeah.
Love a multi-step algebraic
It's
equation.
like all your favorite things. It's like a step-by-step application.
Yes.
It's like a rote yes or no response.
Yars.
It is a known, predictable like thing to do.
C.
And you're always right at it.
Yes.
Yeah, all your favorite things.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I tried to convince my 8th graders to look at it that way last year. I was like, algebra's the best. You can check when you're done. If you do it right, then you're just done. It's not like writing a paper and you have to be like, is the person going to like my interpretation of this character? And blah. Give me black and white.
Gross.
I don't. Give me numbers.
You see, I had the opposite because I do all the math and I get to double check how wrong I am every time.
Yeah, that sucks. You didn't have a me. You guys
No,
need
I
a math
didn't.
interventionist.
I had a fucking learning disability.
Every
and no
adult that
support.
every adult that I talk to, there's like, yeah, no one helped me and I floundered forever and it sucked.
Yeah, it did. And I, to this day, hate school. I love that you're in it, though.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
We were just talking earlier today about doing the kids' homework. And like, I thought it was done. I thought it was done doing homework, man. I graduated college. And I mean,
you brought it up, so I'm just
Do it.
gonna say,
Fine. I've brought it up before.
if Rob helps Olivia with her kindergarten homework, I have to check it.
You had to check it. I've gotten a lot better.
All right, we'll see.
Well, next time she gets homework.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that there was always, this is like the first week. Come on. Where there's like double sides and like other things and like you gotta send stuff
And
back
like,
sometimes.
if it says
Sometimes you don't send stuff back.
count to 10, she doesn't get to skip 8.
So,
Like just like stuff like that. You're like, I didn't know she had to like do it right.
there was like maybe a little bit more leeway than I should have given her being at the table. Because like I said, like when a kindergartner does homework, you have to sit next to her the whole time.
You sure do. I mean, it
can't
should
read.
take 15 minutes, but she's her.
Boy,
So sometimes
howdy.
it's like 25 because she's rolling around on the ground or needs to have her dinos interact with the homework and wants to make an extra drawing.
God.
In that way, she's very much her father's daughter.
What? Yeah. Yeah. This is weird. I was telling you this story earlier today. But my mom was over, was it just yesterday? To watch Olivia.
What is today? Tuesday?
Tuesday?
I don't have to
Yeah.
know because I'm on fall break.
I mean, everybody. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, she was over yesterday to watch Olivia because I had to go to work. And you were still at work that day.
Yeah.
And I was about to leave, and Olivia was just like squirming around on the ground, and then like getting up and like squirreling around, and just like being a worm,
Yeah.
and being a dino, and just all the time. If you know Olivia, you know the energy. And my mom was like, so like what we're seeing here with Olivia is like what I thought is like why I thought something was wrong with your sister when she was this age, because she didn't move around like a little squirrel worm like you and Olivia did. She was like,
She was a normie.
She was a normal. She had like a normal amount of like kid energy.
Normal energy wise.
Yeah,
Just
normal,
playing girl, we love you.
Yeah, but like my mom was like, you just moved around all like there's an engine inside of you.
Yeah.
Constantly just whirring all the time.
That's just side note. Well, it's related. Yeah. So like as a teacher, sometimes if they suspect a student has like ADHD or something, or just like any kind of thing, and they want to get a teacher's input, we get like these surveys And there's always multiple questions and about that. Are they like that? And one of them always says, acts as if run by a motor. It's like that specific phrase.
Yeah.
And you know when you read it as a teacher, they're like,
what that means.
Has ADHD?
Yeah.
Do you think they have it?
Do you think they have ADHD?
We can't say it that way.
Yeah.
But do you
think they have ADHD? Have you seen this kid?
Yeah.
Why are they capital L, capital T like that? That's
Never heard that.
That's what the assessment. That's the assessment.
Yep.
Why are they like that? Amanda asks, what's the funniest thing a student has said?
Oh gosh.
You have stuff like every day. It's not always
It's
funny.
like when it's kind of like asking a comedian, like, give me a great joke. You're just like,
Yeah.
like I would normally have so
funny.
much content for this.
Yeah.
God, I still think back. I saw my first year of teaching. I was doing a kindergarten long-term sub.
Yeah.
And we were on a field trip on like a farm. And there's this kindergartner named Shelby. And she was just being a sourpuss that day. I don't know. Kids be like that sometimes. And then they were like sampling rhubarb. It was rhubarb. They were sampling different things and like, ooh, try a bite of this. And I was like trying to get her to like try something. I was like, all right, Shelby, just try it. Just try it. And then she's like, and at the time I was Miss Olson. She's like, Miss Olson, I tried something new. And I hated it! Just like totally turned. I thought she's gonna be like, and you're totally right.
Flipped,
and
yeah.
you've just changed my mindset that I should try new things. But she just turned. And I hated it!
We still yell that to each other.
I know. That's like a fun. I think
Regularly.
because that's like become a meme in our household, it came to my mind
Yeah.
right away. If I think of other cool stuff, I will.
Please do.
Yeah, kids say bonkers stuff all the time.
Constantly.
It's also fun when like an older student accidentally calls you mom and then just
How old are we
loses
talking?
their mind internally.
What's
When I
the-
taught 5th grade, it happened multiple times because I
Wow.
was like with them. Also, I was like I was
get
a 5th
real,
grade
guys.
classroom teacher for many years. Now I do math intervention, grades K through 8, so I get the whole spectrum of ages and vibes right now. But yeah, I don't know. That Shelby came to mind.
Yeah.
And kids accidentally calling me mom and
That's pretty
losing
funny.
their minds internally.
They ought to.
That's a good time.
Hyper embarrassing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hate that. Yeah, cool. If you weren't, Rachel asks, did you guys just hear my entire thought process happen all at once there? If you weren't a teacher, what would you do?
I thought about engineering.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, or accounting.
I could see it.
It was like kids or math or both,
Yeah.
and I went with both. But yeah, when I was a freshman in college at UMD,
where we met.
yeah, what up? I was in a like Calc 2 class just for funsies. Like I could have been like,
Done
I'm gonna
anything
take
else.
whatever easy math because I could. I just needed like a credit, but I was just like, oh well, I took Calc 1 in high school. Let's go with the next one.
Calculator right now.
And I remember one of the first days we all shared our majors, and they were like, all right, you, mechanical engineering. Oh, I'm so-and-so, electrical engineer. All right, mechanical engineer. And I was like, Mo Olson, elementary education major.
Yeah.
Like, but just, yeah, like I could keep up with them and I could do the math and I enjoyed the math. I mean, now I don't remember a darn thing about calculus,
Well, sure. You don't have to use it every day,
except
yeah.
sine, cosine, tangent.
I bet those electrical
Actually, that's
engineers
trig.
also don't have to use calculus every day.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, like I would have done something mathy.
Like, was it about engineering? Was it like just that it is so math heavy, or is it like another part of the engineering process?
I think just that it's math heavy. So really, when I say engineer, it's just one of those, like, I never really considered anything other than teaching.
Yeah.
So I never, like, actually did the research. I was just kind of like, yeah, one of those mathy things.
Why? When did you know you wanted to be a teacher?
Probably by the time I was in the 5th grade.
Yeah.
5th grade was really dope. Mr. Strand rules.
Shout out Mr. Strand.
Yeah, hashtag best teacher ever. He's now retired. I went to his retirement thing.
Awesome. You were a teacher by then?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did
Yeah.
he just, like, lose his mind?
I think it might have been, like, right after COVID calmed down, or, like, it was... Yeah, I was a mom, too.
Yeah, damn.
No, it was right before. I think I even brought Olivia or shown him a picture of Olivia as a baby.
Yeah.
Olivia was a baby. But yeah, I think, like, just he made things so fun, and I always liked school, and, like, I volunteered for anything I could. Like, at my school, they did a lot of, like, 5th grade buddies with kindergarten, and you read together with them, and, like...
So cute.
I was a gym aide, was like a...
What is that?
I know, where, like, I had this, like, almost, like, extra period or, like, time in my day or week where they were like, go help Mr. Ryer and teach the kindergartners, because they're a lot.
Yeah,
and
they
it was
are.
just like, go be an extra
Like in 5th
responsible.
grade?
Yeah, because it was K5, so we were like the older kids.
Well, it's like if it was like high school, I could see having like a study hall period. Or something.
Oh yeah. So I don't remember like what I was missing, but they deemed it appropriate. You know, some kind of flexible time. Sure. Like at my school, 5th graders have something called like go time.
Hogwarts ass shit, dude. Where they're just like, yeah, here's some free time for an elementary school student. Like, go to Diagon Alley or whatever.
I mean, it's probably honestly like kids who need support get some support. But like when you are not needing that support, you don't notice it or understand it. But now as a teacher, we have go time, which is when I pull kids for interventions. And then if kids aren't quite needy enough to work with me, their teacher's supposed to do X, Y, and Z with them. And the kids who don't need help have like other activities, extensions or whatever.
But you were the kid who was on the complete opposite end of that spectrum.
Yeah, so they're like, go help.
Yeah,
like,
go give support to other kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, yeah, just like I always liked younger kids, even when I was a kid.
Sure.
And then I just never fully considered any other career path.
Yeah.
Ever.
And now you've been doing it for, like, what, 15 years?
I think this is year 14.
14?
So graduated in 2011.
Yeah.
So started teaching fall of 2012.
I know the answer to this question. Do you think you're a good
13.
teacher?
Yeah, I rule.
What do you think makes a good teacher?
Ooh. You have to get your behavior management down. Like, and that usually takes time unless you're given like a really good group right away. Like, I kind of lucked out in that when I was in my first 2 years of teaching, I was doing like long-term subs. So I was like, be here for 3 months. Okay, be there for 3 months. So like if I just learned a lot from those experiences, different age groups, what kids respond to. But yeah, I think once you have a little experience under your belt, you kind of learn how to talk to kids in a way that gets them to respect you, towing that line of like, I'm not your friend, but I'll be friendly as long as you're not being a dick. Like, let's get stuff done together. So yeah, I think your behavior management, and part of that is like connecting with the kids, is really key. It's like less about you knowing the content better. You know, like little kids always think like teachers know everything. You know, like
Every
Olivia's
adult
been
knows
saying
everything,
that about her teachers. She's like,
I mean,
Miss, so I won't say teacher names or school names, but she's like, oh, my art teacher knows everything about color.
she probably does.
Yeah, probably.
I've met her. She's really
But
smart.
like, you know, you'll learn the like limited stuff that you need to teach. Like,
you only need to
even
be
if
very good at the one subject.
Yeah, well, and like I'm really confident through algebra because
Right.
that's what 8th graders do, and I'm K8. But I like served a high schooler a few years back, and it was geometry, and like a lot of it, I was like, oh, I'm good, but I was like, oh, I forgot what like arc sectors are, and like
We all did.
yeah,
No
like
one
the
needs
stuff
to
you
know this
don't,
stuff.
the stuff you don't touch forever. I'm just like, I forgot it, so I was
Yeah.
like Googling it to figure it out to teach her. And I'm even someone who loves math and loves teaching, so like you might seem like an expert, but it's like sometimes we're Googling stuff. I was like, SOHCAHTOA, I remember that's something. So now I've relearned that, but like it's not even about knowing everything.
Yeah.
It's about like figuring it out when you need to, and like being a person that these people can connect to. But then you do also have to be good at explaining stuff.
Yeah.
You just do.
Would you say it's less about, because I think we're kind of already getting there with that, it's less about like actual technical knowledge and more about your ability to like explain it to someone else?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the longer you teach, you just like learn more strategies too. So it's not, and well, me as an interventionist, I'm serving kids where the way they learned it the first time didn't work.
Yeah. That's why they're seeing you in the first place.
That's why I exist. So like, to be good in my specific position, I need to know multiple ways to explain and get there with something.
Right.
Like, I had to learn and like do my own research on like, okay, a lot of kids that I'm seeing can't do long division. Mm-hmm. What are all the steps before that they're missing? Mm-hmm. How quickly can I fill those gaps? Like, and then how can I make long division more visual, like using base 10 blocks and it's not a one size fits all. So like also having like backup plans or being willing to be like, that didn't click for them today. I'm going to do a little research tonight or like find that other way or ask other people. So you do have to be willing to like go the extra mile, think about it a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think I'm getting too in the weeds on my exact
position.
This
is interesting. I think it's interesting and you talk to me about it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I got another question about that for you, though.
Yeah.
From me. We're running out of questions from the Discord. That's why I'm editing right now.
I thought we had 1 million. I thought Rachel had 6.
Turns out I said a lot.
Did you do the math wrong?
This has been the RE Fitness Podcast. So thank you for listening. No, RE being a teacher and getting, specifically talking about your behavior management skills.
Oh, yeah.
How much about being a teacher, maybe specifically with your particular experience, do you bring into that as a mom? With the kid, like
how much teaching do I bring into motherhood?
Yeah, like I imagine a lot of people, if they think, oh, a teacher has a kid, that kid's life is like being inside of a classroom all the time.
Oh,
like,
definitely
mom
not.
is teacher mode all the time.
No, because like kind of like we were talking about earlier, where it's like, yeah, I didn't really want to have like you being my trainer is not a thing. Yeah. You know, like kind of those assumptions people make, like, oh, you know, like I was doing some academic stuff with Olivia this summer. She was not super hype on it.
Weird.
Like because it's like I'm her mom, not her teacher.
Yeah, that too.
Although she keeps saying like I pick up kids from her class, and she's like, I want to come too. I was like, you don't. Like
you really don't.
No, you're good. But I think hang on, I got off topic. What was the question again?
How much teaching do you bring into mom?
I think like behavior management, because I've been honing that for so many years, it was more obvious to me the like times I needed to say less, do less, be less reactive to her. So I have had students who will really be like, I'm going to get that teacher to get mad.
Yeah.
And they don't get that from me because I know how to, I know what they're doing, whether they even know it or not. And I know how to not step into those traps.
Yep.
So I think because I've had some students try to like push me and get me to engage, I know when not to engage. So like certain situations with Olivia, I'd be like, oh, this is like teacher wheelhouse, pulling out that tool.
Right.
I know how to handle this one, but it's still very different. I mean, I don't have a lot of kindergarten teaching experience, and I had not really had like preschool, you know. So like when she was younger, there was less overlap, but now that she is elementary school age, there is more overlap.
I think it's going to be really helpful too to have like your sort of approach, not just the way you are as a mom, which is very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It makes my life a lot easier. Yeah, what the hell was I going to say? I think it's going to be really good for her to have like a more almost like consistent experience, I guess, of like expectations between like here and school. Like I feel like sometimes for a lot of kids there is like a disconnect of like how they're expected to like compel themselves and do certain things and take certain initiatives at school, especially at your school.
Yeah.
And for rigor versus at home where like it's a little bit more loosey-goosey and the thing goes like that.
Yeah.
Your parents' particular, you know, culture of expectation falls on that kid. But like with you, it's going to be, with us, it's going to be so similar from here and there.
Yeah. You're really good at like holding on to a rule too, though. Like if she's, I think you're also very good at the like, I'm not going to overreact to that.
And that's from years of coaching. Because I don't really turn off coach mode when I'm at home with the kid. Because it's just who I am. Because I don't turn on coach mode when I go to work. I just am Rob at work.
Yeah.
It's not really a big difference. Yeah. But and it's a lot of like holding on, not stepping into traps, and not being as reactive, and being willing to say like I don't know, or being willing to say like let's revisit this later. This isn't the thing for right now. Let's go do something else.
Know how to de-escalate.
De-escalation is huge. Less so as a personal trainer,
I guess.
Yeah. But I mean, like you're talking about, like there's some, because I've been training for 12 years, and like I've seen like every like type of personality come across the board. And there are some people who do like to try and like step on your toes and like get a rise out of you for whatever reason. And like learning how to deal with that was a huge part of my coming into my own as a like an extremely person-facing job at all. And that's been nice to bring into being a dad, because like you said, being de-escalating and non-reactive to her, even though I'm not always de-escalating or non-reactive to her.
I mean, nobody is perfect.
You know,
like, yeah, I've had my moments where...
She's a very challenging child when she wants to be, which is not...
I think all children are.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's hard to not take things as personally when it is your child. Whereas, like, some fifth grader being like, I'm not going to do this homework. And you're like, cool, dude, get 0.
Whatever.
Like, all right.
Yeah, exactly.
Moving on. We're doing this, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, there's some overlap there. I think it does help me be a better parent because I am a teacher, but it's not like a 1-to-1. Like, I've got all the solutions now. Like, she presents new problems, emotions in different ways than I would see in a classroom sometimes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Rachel asks, why do you hate exclamation points and emojis and overall pointless fluffy fillers in text messages?
I don't know, man. When did I get that reputation? Is it in the the group chat? Or is it text?
I think just texts in general.
Now I'm scrolling through my texts with
listeners,
Rachel.
oh
yeah, I don't have any emojis. She only used one, but she probably was like, I gotta use less because Mo is like that. I think when I text Rachel, though, it's like, do you want this stuff for Linnea? Should we get together? Like, I think with her...
Look in the family chat, dude. You type the same way there, too.
All right.
You don't really use emojis and stuff like that.
I just, like, send pictures and videos of the kid.
Yeah, that's fine. You're just not an expressive texter. That's fine.
I guess.
Like, you don't need to.
I think when I text... Like, I don't text to shoot the shit.
No,
I don't have time.
That, too. Yeah.
Like, there have been multiple times this week where people are texting me, and I'm like, you think I have time to read this and respond? I'm working all night, bro.
You fool, yeah.
Like, I guess I just get down to business and defeat the Huns if I'm texting.
Be a man, babe.
Yeah, I am.
I said it's because you are your mother's daughter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she doesn't even know. Love you, Mom. Yeah, just my mom will text, like, The Killing is a good series on Netflix.
A good show on Netflix is blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore because we don't have it.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, and honestly, I can appreciate, like, that's like a whole Miller thing that comes down the line of my mom's family. Like, communications are pretty to the point. Like, my grandma will call my mom every Monday, and it'll be like, here's the business of the week. Talk to you next Monday. Whereas my dad's mom would call and talk for 2 hours about nothing. If there's nothing to talk about, they just keep talking.
Your dad's whole side is yappers,
and he's more like just chat about whatever. Yeah, I guess it's a Miller thing.
Oh yeah.
And I'll take it. I mean, I'm not like a emotionless robot. I guess in texts it's like, this is because I have a specific question. I'm trying to arrange a play date. But I use emojis sometimes.
You do.
I'll find one. I'll scroll a bunch and I'll find one.
Send her one right now.
I think I did that one day. Okay. Now I remember. We were having this conversation of like, oh, you don't use any emojis, and my family was talking about it. And then I just sent your sister a random chain of emojis just to be obnoxious.
Oh, man.
And she was like, what? Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
July 3rd, Rachel. You can look for it. It's sushi. It's a karate robe. It's a dog that looks like Mira. A bar of soap, fire, party, donut, soap guy. And she goes, I'm not sure what this means. So I used them all at once. So I'm out. That was my yearly quota.
What's your favorite emoji?
The one I use the most often, I think, is the, like, calm smile with blushy cheeks. Or the millennial crying, laughing, like, eyes shut.
Yeah. I didn't start using that one until, like, probably 6 months ago. I, like, finally broke down and started using it. Now
I love it. Those are the two that I mostly use. And then, the thumbs up emoji is just easier than being like, all right, that sounds good to me. True. And so I use the thumbs up one a lot.
Do you remember the predecessor, the emoticon? Like when we all had brick phones?
Oh, like when you do, like, a colon and yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever look like a special one of those?
No.
No? I made swords all the time.
You're so cool.
I am. Thank you for noticing.
I didn't know that was a thing you could do.
No, it's just like a bunch of equal signs, and then you gotta put like a parenthesis on like the top.
Oh, and then like bottom, a less than symbol over on the side.
Equal signs, and then like a greater than sign at the end. You all just learn how to make a certain emoticon.
Yeah, I don't know. I like didn't get a phone till like a lot later than most people, and then even then I didn't have like a text as much as you want plan.
Yeah, that's true.
So then I was like a grown ass adult by the time I was really texting a lot.
Most of us were.
Okay.
Texting like a lot.
I don't remember.
Because it used to cost like, for you Gen Zers out there, it used to cost money per text.
Per text. Per phone call.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
You had to pay each pigeon every time it brought you a letter.
Yep.
We didn't always have hazelnuts to give the pigeons.
What?
That's how you pay a pigeon.
Oh.
And a hazelnut.
I forgot. It's just been so long.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
We've had smartphones for so long now, babe.
Yeah.
I think Rachel might have had one more here for you. Let me see.
She better. I love Rachel questions.
You better.
And Rachel in general.
You bet. No, actually, that was it. Yeah, and it's just people taking bets on what your answers are going to be, because I said I already know what her answers were going to be.
Yeah.
Most of these. I've been right.
I'd hope you'd know me.
Yeah, I do know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we want to play like a Do You Know Me game?
I don't know if you run it. It's approaching 9 p.m.
Oh,
it's
my God.
8:25, so I don't have creative brain space.
That's okay. I was just like,
but I love games, and you know it.
I do. That's one of the things I know about.
All right,
most about
can I
you
win?
The game Witch. I mean, I think at this point there's probably only a lose. Like, what's your favorite color? Go, and we both say each other's favorite color or something like that. Are you have time to think about it?
Are we doing color? So, but like, do I say mine or yours? So you'd have to be like, what's Mo's favorite color? Ready, go. What's Rob's favorite color? Ready, go. Okay.
Okay. My favorite color is
red.
Yeah. Yours is turquoise.
Teal's turquoise. They're kind of the same. I forget which one's
turquoise
which.
is a rock and teal is a color, I guess.
No, like if you Google it, like I think one of them's a little more greeny and one's a little more blue. They're both fine. They're both correct. Good job.
Okay, Rob's favorite movie.
I don't know if you have one. You're really into Lord of the Rings and rewatching that a lot.
That's true.
And you have you're really into Nacho Libre and heavyweights.
Someone was just talking.
I don't know if you've ever been like, this is my one favorite movie. And if you have, I didn't listen.
It's okay. I think I've only said it like to other online people before, but it's Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, you have said that. Yeah. You've also been like, dang, Nacho Libre. Like,
I've watched it literally over 100 times.
I think you have said out loud Kung Fu Panda is my favorite.
Yes.
But you've never asked to, like, watch it with me more than once.
Mm.
You don't watch it a lot. You don't talk about it a lot. You don't quote it a lot.
I know.
So, like, calling that your favorite, but then when I think about all the, like, times you've watched these other ones and talked about these other ones.
Yeah.
It fell to the back of my mind.
There's a lot of qualifiers that go into like what a favorite movie is. I mean, it's like saying that like we were just talking about this. It's like saying that maybe my favorite horror movie of all time is Hereditary.
Mm-hmm. But you never want to watch it again.
No, it's my favorite movie. I think it's literally a perfect film. It's not my favorite movie. It's my favorite horror movie. I think it's literally a perfect film. I absolutely fucking loved every single frame of it.
I never want to see it again.
I saw it one time. I never want to see it again.
No.
It was so
it's really
genuinely
messed up.
upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would know the answer. What would you say my favorite movie is?
Your favorite movie? I would say that you probably say, ooh, I don't know, but I just recently watched Inside Out 2.
That I would never consider that a favorite.
No, but I'm just saying that's a movie.
I just watched it.
Recently
yeah,
watched
it was cute. I really like the John Wick films.
those are like
they're just fun.
Our movies.
They're just a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a favorite. It really depends upon my mood as to what I might want to watch. But yeah, I'd have to do some thinking if it was like Desert Island, you get one movie, go. Like, I don't even know. I don't know the answer.
My number one movie would be a Navy training film about desert island survival.
Smart.
Yeah,
do the touch your temple meme. Yeah.
Why do you like John Wick so much? I feel like that's an unexpected answer for like favorite movie series.
Just
even.
So satisfying. There's all these bad guys, and you're like, nope, fuck you, headshot.
Yeah.
Like, just you know what's gonna happen. He's gonna kill them all, and it's dope.
I know a lot of people
the exact experience when you're sitting down. You're just like, it's just going to be him kicking so much ass.
Yeah.
He's very good looking, even though I would never actually want to like hook up with someone his age. That's
Keanu Reeves
fun.
in that film?
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves can get it.
Yo, 100%.
Remember when we did our Keanu seance a few years ago?
Yes. Just watching a bunch
of Keanu Reeves. That was one of the best
summers
of my life.
I know. It was awesome. But yeah, I think it's just, there's a huge quality of just like, you signed up for this and that's what you get. Like, what's the one that we watched the other night where that woman is that
Ready or Not?
Yeah, Ready or Not. Where I was just like, I watched the trailer, I know what I'm getting, I know how it'll end, and let's go.
It's like
and
algebra.
then it's just fun. Yes, I know what I will get, and I'm
likes
satisfied. I signed up for this. Yeah.
I bet I know what your least favorite film is.
What If Time Fast?
It's The Lighthouse.
It's yours.
Yeah, I fucking hate that movie, dude. I'm so mad at that movie.
I know.
Still
you get
to this
so
day.
mad, yeah.
I get really upset.
Yeah, The Lighthouse is just boring and weird.
God, I love that movie. It's so strange.
I don't know. Yeah. I have a lot of different stuff that I like. I couldn't pinpoint one.
When Rob was growing up, he wanted to be... There's a lot of possible answers for this. You could say almost anything. It would probably be correct.
It might depend upon your age. I don't know. Shoot, have you talked about this?
Maybe not.
Firefighter? I don't know.
Firefighter never...
As an adult, you looked into that.
As an adult, I have looked into firefighting more than once. And it just never worked out. As a kid, I wanted to be a lot of things. I think the main ones that like had staying power was like... bushwhacker or like explorer/cowboy.
Yeah, you've never said that, but I get it.
I mean, that's like that was like when I was really, really young. I didn't know what that person's job was. I think I still don't.
The dog is asleep.
She's doing a little
wiggling and waggling.
Yeah, she's chasing
Sorry,
balls.
I care about your childhood dreams, but like, look at this dog.
I don't know much about this dog being cute. In most of like 5th grade all the way through, I want to say like 8th or 9th grade, I wanted to be a jet fighter pilot.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
Yeah. And then I wanted to be a comic book artist for most of high school.
Also tracks. You've never said that.
Yeah.
Tracks.
Yeah, that dream fell apart super duper fast. And then I wanted to be an anthropologist in college.
That's what you went to school for.
Yeah.
So that also
and that
tracks.
didn't pan out either.
No.
So really, I had just as good a chance of being an anthropologist as I did of being a bushwhacker/adventurer/cowboy.
When you say bushwhacker, what do you mean?
Adventurer/cowboy.
Okay, cool.
Guy who whacks bushes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
God.
No, like the dude who, like an outback explorer type.
Yeah.
Like a Crocodile Dundee type of guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just like so specific. Like all of those are like
it's more like a
one in a million.
And a job,
like,
I guess. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I think I was always very realistic, even as a child.
Well, you said you want to be a teacher since.
Yeah, like I just nothing. I was never like, oh, I need to be a doctor or whatever other kids say. Like I just did not.
Bushwhacker. That's what all other kids say that. But like before 5th grade, they said that though. Before 5th grade, you didn't have like a number one thing you wanted to be.
Not that I could remember now.
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah.
I mean, when you have the same dream for like 30 years and then you're doing it, or
also,
for like 15 years and then you do it for 15 years, you just don't remember what you said when you were 4. Like
yeah.
Olivia, used to be like, I'm gonna drive a truck.
Yeah,
have a garbage truck. Like
being a famous rocker,
like that changes so often.
She still says that.
Yeah, the whole bath time tonight. She
really?
was like, she said she's gonna make oh, she's gonna be the most famous Olivia. And it's like, well, you got competition. There's this really famous singer right now named Olivia Rodrigo. And she's like, well, I'll be better than her, and then she'll cry. And I was like, okay, psycho, you can both be very famous. And she's like, you're right. I'll make her a card that says, all right, we're both famous.
Sorry, I'm more famous than you. God, she's so cool, dude.
I know. And then she said she'd invite Olivia Rodrigo to be in her band, and they would be called the Olivias.
What a kindness. Oh,
and she was willing to let a couple of non-Olivias be backup singers. Dude, this is all tonight when you're setting up the tech.
Dude,
our kid rules.
That's very funny.
Yeah, that one has had staying power.
Yeah.
But she's like finally sings songs now. Like, I feel like
just now.
Yeah. She used to say she wanted to be a rock singer, but I'd be like, oh, let's like sing a song that we're
Her cousin sings full Disney songs.
All the time.
Like off the top of her head.
Starting at age 2, I think Charlotte was singing.
Yeah. Constantly.
Full
whole songs.
T-Swift songs.
Yeah, we got a flu shot today. The lady was like, "Oh, are you a Swiftie? Do you know any T-Swift songs to keep you calm?"
And I was like, "Nah, I got dinosaur music.
I got this dinosaur rap instead."
Yeah.
What's that song called? People gonna want to know what it's called. The dinosaur rap. It actually kind of goes hard.
It slaps. It's called Dinosaur Dance.
We can't play it on the mic.
No, that's fine. It's called Dinosaur Dance. Let me see who it's by, because that'll pop up with a lot of
Kids
stuff.
Or something like that.
Something with a cat. Boots and Cats.
Dinosaur Dance. Check it out.
Dinosaur Dance. It slaps.
It's kind of like a trap house.
Yeah.
Remix kind of thing. Yeah, which is pretty cool. What's your favorite meal of the day?
I mean, I know my answer. Do you want to answer it first?
Yeah, it's breakfast.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Correct.
Yeah.
All the breakfast foods are really yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I can make them.
Yeah, also good.
End of list.
End of list. What's Rob's favorite dessert? You know this one. It's kind of like my favorite drink.
What? In what way is a dessert like a drink?
Well, what's my favorite drink?
You get old fashions a lot when we go out.
I was gonna say it's more
but
coffee.
Otherwise you just drink beer. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like coffee cake? What do you mean it's like coffee?
So the joke for a while
more dessert?
Was it's more dinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'd always much rather have a second hamburger than ice cream.
Liz is like that too. Yeah. I can appreciate that. I would actually say it's donuts. You go to Angel Food a lot.
I do love Angel Food donuts a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not a big dessert person though. Like I usually eat it during the course of the day. But
whereas I'm a huge dessert person. I have to keep myself from eating multiple per day.
Desserts every day.
Yeah, Olivia's always like, oh, you could just... Grown-ups can do whatever they want. Yeah. You can have treats whenever you want. I'm like, and then feel sick. Like, I do have to cut myself off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love desserts. Okay, because when you said it, like, it felt like a trap. And not this cool trap music dino song. Like, it felt like... I was like, what do you mean? Like, you don't ever, like, really talk about a favorite.
No, I don't really have one.
Like, you like pumpkin pie when it's available. You eat donuts a lot.
Yeah.
Angel Food. You will eat chocolate anytime it's around. You will eat any dessert.
Anything that's in front of me.
Yeah.
Like, full stop.
But yeah, I think like you're more tempted by chips.
Yeah, I'm a big snacker on
you eat
salty
both.
chips.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chips and donuts.
Your favorite drink I know is more coffee, but then when you were saying the dessert was like the drink, I was thinking alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Childhood crush?
For me?
Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, I was very into Elijah Wood as Frodo Baggins.
He's got those
and now when we were rewatching, I was like, why?
That's so funny.
When I was a little older, then it was Diego Luna.
That's legit.
Yeah, I know. I also like Nick Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Chad Michael Murray when One Tree Hill was a thing. So yeah, like blonde boys, boyish boys, and... eventually Diego Luna specifically. He's his own category. Yours was Shakira.
Definitely. Yeah.
Still is?
I guess so.
She's on my list. Dang.
Sure. Yeah, why not? I'll put her on my list.
Yeah.
Celebrity crush. I don't like follow any celebrity enough to follow my crush, you know?
No, but just sometimes when you watch movies, you're like...
Damn.
Yup.
Shakira.
you know all those movies
movies she's in. Has she been in a film? She's in
Probably
Zootopia.
Not. Oh, yeah. As a gazelle.
As a gazelle, indeed. I think we might be coming up at the end of our time here, babe. Is there anything else that you wanted, answers that you wanted, questions you wanted answered from me, by me, or about me, for anything for the podcast or whatever? Now's the time. If you want to know why I'm capital L, capital T like that, we need a whole other episode.
I was going to say, could I just ask that? Nah, I already know why.
Just look at the podcast.
I don't think I have anything. I didn't prepare notes.
That's fine. I didn't
hanging with our kid all day.
Yeah.
You made people do the work. That was smart.
It's great. That's part of being a good coach is
delegating. Type questions. Let's answer them. Yeah. I don't think so. People now know how dope math is, obviously. Yeah. Now you guys know how dope my wife is. How dope I am. In person. And we talked about fitness a little bit. We did it all. Yeah. We did. Thanks, babe. Yeah. I love you. High five. Love you too. Awesome. This has been the RF Fitness Podcast. If you want to begin your fitness journey or quest, you can go to rffitness.net. That's RFFITNESS.net. Whoa. Believe it. That dot shook me a little. Yeah, shook the house. And then you can scroll to the bottom of the green page and click on Join the Party to join the Discord here for free. If your questions might get put into my Discord questions, and then we'll answer them on the air. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night and keep questing. Bye.